Welcome to the YouTube video. Today we'll be talking about how you can avoid having cash flow issues if you're a real estate investor or if you're an aspiring real estate investor. I'd love to help you out with that. So to really get started right away, the main way you're going to be able to delete and get rid of your cash flow issues is you got to also focus on active income, right? You can't just have the passive income. Active income actually feeds the passive income that you're building while you're trying to become a real estate investor. So what are your insights? What are the things you're learning? I'd love for you to share them in the comments below. Now, the second way you can avoid cash flow issues when you're an aspiring real estate investor, or if you're already investing in real estate, is you got to identify where your costs, your expenses are too high, and you got to bring that down. And then finally, the third way you can avoid having cash flow issues is going to be a little bit more related to mindset. So you're going to make sure you stick till the end of the video to learn more about that once I dive into details. But this is going to be the importance of identifying your limiting beliefs and what's actually creating a cap to your cash flow and thus causing you to have unwanted cash flow issues. So let's jump right into details of those 3 tips on how you can essentially avoid having cash flow issues when you're a real estate investor or if you're just starting and you want to get into real estate. If you love this content, please hit that follow button on my Instagram. That's at Patrick J. Hilario, and thanks so much. So the first thing you need to do if you're getting into real estate and you're finding that you're getting cash flow issues is you got to also take a look at your active income. Now, maybe that's at your job. And okay, maybe look for a promotion to increase your active income. Maybe you run a business and you just got to do better sales and better marketing, getting more deals done. With your real estate investments, you got to start looking at doing some flips. Maybe it's adding some wholesales. What I've done was add some wholesales, add some flips, add the real estate coaching. If you're really good at teaching and you can pass on this knowledge and help people actually close their deals, it's a great way that you can actually monetize your knowledge around real estate. Now, I've also added consulting in there. And another way you can actually add active income is to build a high income skill. What are those high income skills? There's going to be sales, there's going to be marketing, there's going to be copywriting, and then there's going to be a lot more technical skills, like let's say like being a doctor or a lawyer, but maybe you're not going to go back to law school to do that. But copywriting, anyone can learn, sales, anyone can learn, and marketing, anyone can learn. And those are all going to affect your real estate investing business in that they're transferable skills. So while you're building active income sources, you're also getting better at those high income skills. If you choose to get better at sales, get better at marketing, or get better at copywriting, you can actually monetize that and then attach it to your real estate. That's going to allow you to find better deals, better wholesales, and of course, better BRRRRs as you get better at all those 3 processes. So it's like 2 birds, 1 stone. You're increasing your active income by focusing on high income skills while also being able to transfer those high income skills into your real estate investments. So if you have any questions, just send them to my email at patrickhilario@hilarioholdings.com. Send me your questions there. I read them all, and it actually helps me get inspiration to build more content to help you guys reach your goals. The next thing you can do to avoid cash flow issues when you're an aspiring real estate investor, or if you're just trying to scale your real estate investments, is to identify and decrease your expenses. Okay, something I'll do every 2 weeks to at least every month is do a deep dive audit on my financials. I'll actually build up my own financial statement. I'll find all my income for the month, all my expenses for the month, and find out what my cash flow is, and then take a look at, okay, how could I reduce my expenses, even if it's a little bit. Now, I don't start with this as the first tip, and the reason for that is because there's a certain limit that you can limit your expenses versus there is no limit to how much you can increase your income. So that's why I think active income is the first thing you can focus on. That's what I've done. And the next is, something I'll focus on next is just be able to eliminate these expenses. I will literally track every little expense and take a look of, okay, what can I eliminate? And I don't just do this once. I do this over and over and over again. Every single month, I'll take a look, and it's just being able to audit, okay, how am I spending my money, and how can I make sure I'm on track, on the vision to continually add more rental properties and also continually build my business so that I have a little bit more freedom, both in time and in location, because I want to just enjoy life, not just be stuck in the business looking at, okay, how can I increase income? How can I decrease expenses? Those are tools to help us get to the real vision of what we want out of our business. What our business is a tool that helps us create the life that we want. That's a personal belief that I have, and that's how I essentially try to filter everything in what I'm doing. Hey, if you're interested in learning more about real estate investing, how you can actually get started or how to actually scale your business depending on where you are, I'd love for you to book a free real estate strategy session where I can get some info from you, learn how and if we can actually help you reach the next level. And if we can, I'd love to build you a free customized real estate roadmap to help you get to your goals faster instead of slower. So if you're interested, DM me the word strategy session, and I'd love to send you more details on how you can book that call. You can also just book a call through the Calendly link in my profile or down below. Now, the last way we can avoid having cash flow issues, this is a little bit more philosophical and linked to mindset, but it's being able to identify our limiting beliefs and then improve on these beliefs. So I actually hired a mindset coach and a CEO mastery coach. And the first session that we did essentially was called cognitive coaching. And he asked me what was a limiting belief that I had. And I was going through these limiting beliefs, and we did a whole session on, I had the limiting belief that being a high school teacher was less risky than jumping into real estate. And the moment I said that, I caught myself like, that's not true. It's way more risky if I only teach high school than if I learn to combine my teaching skills, leverage that job I had so I can get into real estate, and then build long-term wealth that way. I'm actually adding assets. Teaching in itself was not adding a tangible financial asset. It was helping me learn and get better at the skill of teaching, which is now an asset that I've used and I've basically productized. But in itself, teaching was actually more risky. And then now I started looking at the world a little bit differently. It's like, okay, what's the new belief? The new belief is that teaching and real estate together actually leads me to a life that's full of less risk.